This must seem like some downward spiral. However, it's just another thought month. Here is the point. Easy coming. With a look in your eyes. Easy loving. No future inside. Could you tell me why you've come? Listing souls, putting them in bottles, for some that will be living. The fog of distant love, buried in silence, faithful love, that in a blue, that in a voodoo box that we call heaven. A voodoo box that we call heaven. There's a place down the road you go to lose your mind. It's called the House of Baudelaire, and they have the items of interest, poison propaganda. Step inside.
Turn it off. Turn it all off.
Hey,
Hi.
what happened?
Hi.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I think everything
Everybody's
is
making a
alright. I think
ruckus
you're
out
fine.
here.
We all saw your butt.
Everybody's making a ruckus out here, and I just want
Everyone
to
saw
make
your
sure.
butt.
What's
Everyone
happening?
saw it.
Huh?
Everyone saw your butt.
Why are you showing people my butt?
Because it's a cute butt.
No, you don't make me lose all my shit.
You have a tiny butt.
Man, don't be telling people that shit. I call them beach hams.
Whatever. Whatever.
Man, I got
I
a
don't even
situation
care.
over here.
I don't even care about your butt.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I really don't.
You keep it out your mouth.
Yeah. Why don't you keep my name out your mouth?
Oh man, the weather's changed. We went from 150 to like
It's bad.
60, and it's done thrown me all out of whack, man. I can't stand it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's here. But I went from having heat strokes, now I'm fucking freezing my ass off first thing in the morning. Shit. Throws me all out of
It
whack.
can go fuck itself.
It can go fuck itself. Man, if I'd known that, man, it's about time to bust out the tiger jacket.
The tiger.
What time is it?
You're getting the
Hang on.
Ravenous.
We gotta check the score.
Check the score for the game, folks. That's what
Yeah.
he's referring to.
You wanna talk a little bit while I check the score?
He's checking the score of the game. Football, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we took a nap. Now we're up. And we're checking the score. What's the score? Hurry up.
You know what?
Gosh.
I don't know.
Scary. Who do you
wanna see if
think
you
won? No. But who do you think won?
No, man. No, Clemson. There's big hype about them.
Sure.
I hear they got the team.
Okay.
I saw some videos of a couple of those guys that are just pure madness.
Right. Yeah.
I'll check into it later. Maybe we'll do it behind the scenes after I get on the computer. I'm not gonna sit here and fumble with this gadget.
Well, yeah, okay.
I did get so fucked up. I think I was hallucinating, so we took a nap.
Okay.
And we're here now, live.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear about that.
What?
Nobody wants to hear about your no-no.
Well, I don't
escapades.
care. I just said, but
Okay.
you know, I'm so busy. It's just because of
You're cute.
pure delirium from
Yeah,
being
well,
up all the
okay,
time.
yeah, that's really what
You
happened.
know, we've been working on
And-
a lot of stuff.
It's okay. I wrote a lot of no-nos
Oh,
for the podcast. I think it's going to
Did
be
you?
wild. Very fun. But when I'd like to say one thing before you get started.
Yes, come closer.
No.
Come right
Keep
up
him away from me.
this way.
Keep him the fuck away from me. I'm sick. So sick. Okay. I have one
you're
thing
gonna
to
regret that.
announce. Yeah. Before we get started, Sanford has agreed to pay next month's bills.
What do you mean?
Yeah, okay.
Bullshit.
Sure, right, yeah. You know, he's
Bullshit.
trying to be a real man now. He wants to go to
Bullshit.
Vermont. He still wants to go to Vermont, and you won't let him.
Not until he apologizes.
For what?
Being a son of a bitch.
That's not specific. I think you need to be specific and whatever. Let's just get started.
I own the keys
Yeah,
to
okay.
the cage.
Sure. Here's the
It's
like
for his own good.
that, yeah,
You don't want to go to Vermont.
sure.
That cheese ain't even that
Okay,
good.
yeah, okay. Alright, really? You can get started now. I'm done. For now.
Items of interest.
Yeah, okay, here's the mic.
Poems and propaganda. This is number 30. I mean.
Are you going back in
71.
time? Is this time
I
travel?
almost did. I almost did.
71.
Some
71, folks. He time traveled.
To be honest
Yeah.
with you,
So bad.
I have nothing in this world as we know it. I don't know. It's in a state of decay. I saw a guy directing sidewalk traffic. He must be the one that put Jesus Freak, the Jesus Freak, out of business that carried the megaphone.
Okay.
I fucking...
Okay.
Dude, there was this man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside every Sunday. I'd go down there to the grocery store and he'd have a megaphone and then he'd have a big sign like, "You're all going to hell," you know?
Oh, no.
And he would be out there yelling. Yelling.
Passionate.
And,
So passionate.
you know, I don't see him anymore, but last time I saw him, I saw a cop car out there and he's just like, "You're all going to hell." And I'm just like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I like the
I didn't
enthusiasm.
believe in it, but I love his passion.
Yeah, very enthusiastic.
I love it. Like, I couldn't do that, but he had a car. I saw his car. I could tell it was his because
Okay.
he had on the side spray painted all his
Yeah.
lyrics. You're going to hell. Jesus is coming.
Right.
Your sins. You're gay. You're transgender. You're all going to hell. All this, and I'm just like, man, it's like music to my ears because I'm listening to like rock and roll, pulling up, going like, yeah.
Nice.
All right, whatever.
Good to see he's out there doing it.
Like
He's
you
doing
putting the
it.
work in.
Right.
But I thought, if you walking on the sidewalk, I thought you was allowed to do that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just words.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the cops, and I ain't seen him in a while.
Right.
Somebody probably beat the fuck out of him.
Right. But really, don't you think, because I want to add to that, don't you think more people would get on board with Christianity and they'd get on board with God
If you
if
said it was
perhaps-
more punk rock,
if perhaps it was
with
a
more
really,
attitude, like,
yeah, I
like,
think
hey,
a really hot chick,
but we're kind of loose.
yeah, like a really hot chick,
Yeah.
and you're allowed to drink beer.
Yeah,
and
you're
she made
allowed
you
to-
feel safe.
The Catholics do
She
that.
made
The
you feel
Catholics
safe.
drink beer.
Right, because I think
But
that
I
would
don't
get
know, man.
more
The
people on
Catholics
board.
Also, never mind.
I think it would get them on board, though. If they just had a really hot chick with a soothing voice, feed them beer, and talk about God, I think that would get more people on board.
You know what,
But they're scaring
You know
people
what would get?
instead.
You know what would get everybody on board? realizing you are your own destiny
Yeah,
and path,
exactly.
and no God's gonna save you
Yeah,
from yourself.
that's true. You have to face you at the end of the day. You gotta face you and all your
So,
demons and
the
everything.
quicker you learn that
Yeah.
you gotta understand yourself
Mm-hmm.
before you can understand anything, and everybody's caught up in something else
Right.
and trying to be something else, but
Sure.
not, everything but themselves.
They don't know. They don't revert inward and
And
look inward. They don't know.
because they want to be loved. You know what? I don't want you to love me.
No.
I don't want you to like me.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
No.
I don't give a fuck. You can hate me, piss off. I don't give a fuck,
Right.
dude. I care none if you like me or not.
As long as you like you.
But that doesn't mean I gotta be mean.
No,
But
no,
I
not at all.
really, at the end of the day, I don't care.
No. Doesn't matter.
But I don't mind helping people. It's just
No.
every day is another story
Mm-hmm.
because life is but a stage.
Mm-hmm. What happened to your necklace, by the way? What happened to it?
What?
The hand? The hand one.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Oh shit! I didn't even
Right.
know, man.
Because
why was it behind
Right.
me?
I don't know, but you looked like
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was back there.
Because you look.
I don't know why it was back there.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just.
Everything.
It just looked
fucked up.
funny. It just looked funny.
Hey, how do people get so fat then justify taking up a whole hour while talking to another fat person? I'm a bad guy for raising my voice. I said, hey, bitch!
Hey, bitch.
Somebody else might want a bag of chips, too. You and your two heifers
And they
can move on!
and they say what?
I got shit to do.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. This is a pet peeve, all right?
Mhm.
You know, like, I went to Walmart. This goes back to Walmart. That's probably why I got some more snuffles. I went in there, man. Obesity. But if you just stick to one side or right to left, my skinny ass can move around you. But they're always right in the middle. And they're having a family reunion.
Gosh.
Like, it'll be like,
Yeah.
how's your mama doing? I'm
do
like,
that.
I want to get to that bread over there,
Yeah,
but
they
these
do.
bitches are so fat, they're taking up the aisle. And I gotta go
Yes.
around, and I turn around, and then there's more fat people
Talk
up there,
and
and I gotta
talk,
go
yeah.
around them fat. I'm like, fuck, why'd you bring the whole family? There's like, dude, if you go to the grocery store, and we've been through a pandemic, and everybody's so goddamn scared, why do you gotta bring a family of fucking 6?
I know.
The whole fucking family goes to Walmart,
Makes no sense.
and they're all obese.
Right.
But look, why didn't you just send the father out on a mission like I do?
Right.
Why'd you bring the whole family?
Right. So
But they're all fat, and they all on little scooters, and I'm
Right.
trying to get my shit, and then they're like, well, excuse you, and I said, fuck you, bitch, what'd you say? And I'm already gone. I'm around the corner.
yeah, they have no
But I'm like,
consideration.
I hate Walmart, but we had to get the millet for the bird, and and when you live out here in the boondocks,
It's
you
not
gotta
readily,
go to Walmart to
it's
get millet.
not readily
I
available.
usually would order it, but we haven't got it for him in a while, and it was emergency.
I mean, he looks happy now.
But I usually don't go.
He's really happy.
I try to order
He's got-
everything, but it's
Can I
hard to
tell you
keep up
something?
with.
I just looked over him, and he has a really sensual look in his eye.
Dude,
He's so
I
happy.
love my bird, man.
He is so happy.
I had to
Um,
go there. But fuck
Yeah, they
Walmart,
have no
man.
consideration.
Dude, and
at all.
I even left a bag. I was running so quick. We
Yeah.
lost the Dove deodorant and what
Cat
else?
food.
And the cat food.
Can I tell you something?
And I said, fuck it, I'm not going back for it.
You know,
Fuck them.
my own father, he
You
he
know,
goes
it's gonna mess up
out,
their
okay?
inventory.
He goes out and he buys groceries. He does that. He doesn't send anyone else out there. It's just him. Takes it back home.
Dude, it's a
And that's
fucking
it.
danger zone out
Right.
there, man. It's fucking...
And like he said, I'll wear a mask. I'll even wear gloves.
Oh.
He says, you
Oh,
know,
it's
whatever.
terrible, dude.
Yeah.
The South is a rowdy place. You
Yeah.
gotta stand it. Shit's
No,
fucking
I know.
terrible.
They do not care. They do not
They're
care.
what, but
They
you
are
know what?
ready to die and meet God. And that's
I
it.
don't know, but there's something I love about it, though.
I do too.
There's a romance
I love
have
them.
with it, though.
Oh my God.
I really do. There's something about it I love, though.
They're fucking
I
adorable.
don't know,
They're
man.
so goddamn
I
adorable and dumb.
I
I love
love
them.
the South.
But they're not all like
no,
that.
man,
No, but
they're romantic people. I gotta say.
but like you said, you've met some dumb motherfuckers, but not
No,
all of them. not
yeah, a lot of them.
No.
They're so romantic.
They're sweet. A lot of them are sweet.
I was reading about this mental disease where you hallucinate little people.
What?
Or objects
What?
become very small, but a lot of cases
Sure.
are people start hallucinating small people.
Okay.
And it's a rare disease, but then they found out, like, they didn't think it much of it than a mental disease, but it's actually cause of a tumor
Really?
or a brain disease.
Oh wow.
Epileptic or...
Oh wow.
Or tumor.
Okay. Can I tell you something?
But they say they see things and they shrink in size, like Alice in Wonderland
Yeah,
type
yeah.
shit.
Well, it's not related to that, and that's fascinating. However, remember what I mentioned earlier? The time you got the tasty cake donuts, the powdered sugar ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I was eating them, and
yeah,
I
you
found
swear
out.
by that.
No. They had
I
purple
remember
mold
that.
on them, and I didn't realize it. And I was eating them, and you know what? I kept eating them anyway, because they were good. I kept eating. Didn't make me sick at all. But let me tell you what happened. Things got a little weird, okay? So one of the things I recall, no joke, I'll tell you what happened. I walked into the kitchen. I saw my ring, my turquoise ring, set on the counter, where I normally set it. Walked over there to pick it up, and it wasn't there. It disappeared. And I was hallucinating. I finally figured it out. I thought, oh no, because I don't hallucinate. This is new to me. So when I saw the ring there, I really believed it was there. And I went to pick it up and it disappeared. It wasn't there. It was those damn donuts. And you know what never happened after that? When I stopped eating those donuts, never happened again. Here's another instance. I was sitting on the toilet. I was peeing. And I look over into the bedroom. Because the door's open. You're in the bed, sleeping, I guess. There's somebody standing right there. Over you. I swear someone is standing there and it looked like a female. Disappears. So it just got a little weird. But those donuts were no joke. That purple mold is no joke. Never happened again. Yeah, anyway. You seem disinterested. You don't want to hear about it.
I don't know. Oh, that stuff. That's a normal day for me.
Well, it's not normal to me. It's not normal to me.
I
Fair.
see that shit all the time.
Okay. Yeah, well...
But I don't.
I don't hallucinate, so that was strange.
No, I mean, that stuff's always going on.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know, everyone's different. Everyone's different. I'm just saying, that was new to me. Never happened again.
But we don't talk about it.
I'm just saying the donuts like I said, it never happened
Yeah,
again.
man.
I'm just
I
saying
remember
you
those
bought
donuts.
them.
I remember those.
You brought
I
them
remember
home,
those
okay?
donuts.
And it happened.
It was
That happened
it
to
was
me.
Hostess white powdered donuts, and I remember
No, it
that-
wasn't.
I
No.
It wasn't the powdered
Oh
white
no,
donuts.
it was the powdered white donuts. It was the tasty cake ones,
It was
and
the
that's
ta-
what happened. I didn't
Because-
know they had mold on
And they
them.
were out of date.
And until it was too late. No, they weren't out of date.
Uh,
They were in
they
date.
had, I remember.
It was during
yeah.
the summer.
Yeah, it was
But what
during the
is it
summer.
about that temperature? It made them
I
turn.
remember those. Cause
Okay?
You told me about them because I bought them for you.
I'm just saying that was a real thing. It was an accident. You didn't know.
How
I
do you
didn't
like
know.
it?
Like you said, we don't talk about it.
We don't talk.
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
But it was an accident. I didn't get sick though. It just got a little weird.
Don't touch me. We don't talk. We don't talk. What about the game.
I have the game here. We're 20 minutes in. We might as well get to this game because
Yeah, that game.
I will tell you right now, I had so much.
Oh yeah.
To
This-
write.
Here we
I had
go.
some.
This is that shit. This is what I'm waiting for. Let's do it.
I really hope this is
Yeah,
not
man.
disappointing. So
Let's
here we
go, man. I've been hearing about it. Let's
Now, do you
do
want to add the mic to this? You want me to?
it. Yeah, man. Here, I want you to do the mic. You don't mind?
Yeah, I mean, I can do both.
Hang on. Let me see if I get this on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. All right. Here we are.
Wait.
That's nice. That's great. Do you really have to do that? Because if there's any epileptic viewers out there, you're
Okay.
gonna be the biggest asshole.
There you
Okay,
go.
there we go. Good. Put it on the
Slow
slow
speed.
pulse. Okay.
Yeah,
This is just Trip of Destiny. Is what this is called.
I love it.
Short and sweet. Here's the
love it.
story. You know I put you into a story every weekend, and you determine your destiny. Folks, this is the game. It's a little,
Destiny!
it's a little lengthy, but let's
That's my favorite stripper.
hope it's fun. Yeah. I knew a Destiny, and she was actually a really sweet lady,
Yeah.
but
She could work that pole like.
I want to say she was a crack whore, but she...
No, she could do all the
Mm.
spins. She for $20 you could get a free lap dance.
But I loved her. She was sweet. But no, I did know a Destiny. I really did.
Destiny.
I
What?
did.
And her sister was brown
Okay,
sugar.
let's get to this, okay? Because this is going to be kind
Okay.
of lengthy. I
I'm
had
just-
way too many things to write, but this was very fun. So you were called up one rainy afternoon to have your father's will and testament read off to you, and by the end of the phone call, you were left with an entire estate and a feeling of vexation.
Mhm.
You're none too pleased to hear this because you couldn't care less about your father's home. You cared even less for the uncomfortable conversation you just had with your sister on the phone, since somebody forced her to call you because your family thinks you're a dick. She's an angel, but no one else wants to hear you bitch. The problem is, your father handed over all of his possessions to his 20-year-old parrot named Reginald. But you're the one he made responsible for the parrot's care. So there you go. The estate is owned by a 20-year-old parrot.
That I'm gonna
Name
sell
Reginald.
to a Chinese man.
He claimed, your father, claimed that you were the only one who believed in him, and for that, he trusts you with Reginald.
Mm-hmm.
Now-
We're selling that motherfucker
now
for
you
some
have
bread,
to
I'm
drive.
telling you.
Now you have to drive across state to get to your new home that you don't want and tend to Reginald.
No.
When you arrive there, what do you do? And you have to pick a number between 1 through 4 to determine what you do when you get there. Think about it.
3.
3. Okay, wow. All right, 3. Reginald ceaselessly spouts off lewd one-liners, his favorite being, day old pussy, 69 cents. He may be having a nervous breakdown, but you may be close to having one your damn self. You can hardly bring yourself to look at the bird, but you start simultaneously laughing and crying as you light a joint. Man, fuck this day. Let's get this bird high. So there you go. That's what you chose. Now, do you want to know the other options before we move forward?
Absolutely.
You could have picked, that was 3, you could have picked 1,
Woo.
which is paint time. You buy a can of red paint along with a couple tubes of purple and turquoise paints. Then you begin feverishly graffitiing the walls of your new estate. Go Home You Bitch is painted in red lettering right at the entrance of the front door on the second floor's banister for all to see. So there you go. You're destroying
Wow.
that estate. You don't give a fuck about it. So that's what you do if you picked 1. You just paint everything. 2. If you pick 2, you start out drinking your father's stash of wine in the cellar. It wasn't your first choice, but anything was better than nothing. This day was already depressing to begin with. From the time you woke up that morning, an inexplicable heaviness hung over you. Now it all makes sense. The man was certainly a silly bastard, but you do miss your father. Hey, is that a bottle of Jack Daniels? Nasty. But hell, why not? So there you go. That's Jesus Christ. That's bad.
Let me tell you about.
Ooh.
Hey, let me tell you about
That's
Jack
bad.
Daniels.
Mm.
Now, I don't drink hard liquor. Man.
Mm-mm.
I don't even. We used to
Nope.
have a bottle like once a year. I don't even do that
Yeah.
anymore. I used to drink absinthe like once a year.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
delicious,
do none.
but yeah.
But I don't do none of that
No,
shit no more.
Nope.
But every now and then a cocktail. But I don't even do none of that no more. But Jack Daniels, man.
Mm.
I remember I was at a Christmas party.
Right.
And I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and I got a glass and I filled it up halfway and the guy at the party walked in and saw me and he said that, I was too young and I turned that shit up and I drank the whole fucking thing and I pounded the glass down
Yeah.
and I just looked at him and I said, fill it up again. But that's how
Scary.
savage I was.
All
But
right.
man, I would. Oh, dude, I hate now Jack. But But that's the last time I ever did. Oh, I had to fight the next day.
Well.
I had to fight the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, man, that I will never remember. Oh my God, dude, I got PTSD from this.
Okay.
Because I had to go to a dojo, and I was outside throwing up all morning and I went in there, and I started beating the shit out of people. But I remember, I felt like I was pouring out gasoline. It was horrible.
Scary.
I was hallucinating, and I was beating up people at the same time. But dude, I was fucking doing it. But man, I was just fucking. Dude, that's the fighting I used to love.
Yep. So.
But I still did it.
If you.
But I'm telling you was having flashbacks and shit.
If you picked 2, you start out drinking the wine in the cellar, and then you find a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh,
And that is not a good combination.
No,
Let me tell
throw
you.
it in the garbage.
I know from experience.
I would no. Throw it in the garbage.
So, 4. If you picked 4, as you meander through each room of your new estate, it hits you how much alike you and your father actually are. Whether he had any friends was questionable, aside from the bird. He lied to people for fun and mischief, and you could never tell when he was actually serious or not. Your sister calls and asks if you want to join her at the water park. You think to yourself, fuck it, why not? This place is getting to you. So you just decide to leave, depart from the house. Too many memories. So, here's how we progress from here. Now it says, how this day ends up. Now, you picked 3. You decided to get high. You're going to get that bird high. Reginald?
Absolutely.
He talks a lot.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
So let's go to 3.
Reginald's definitely.
Reginald.
I actually know
Let's go
a
to
Reginald. I know a Reginald. I work with a Reginald.
Okay.
And I would get him high as
Reginald.
shit. And he's a
All
cool
right.
dude. He's a very cool dude.
So, here's what it says. You've eaten almost everything in the house except the sardines. Your phone is blowing up right now, and you're not answering a single phone call. You had the wild notion of jerking off on your father's ashes. It's doubtful he would appreciate the gesture, But he was a weird bastard just like you, so there's no telling whether he'd find it funny or not. At some point, you manage to crawl on top of the roof, whereby you talk shit at the neighbors. Reginald is currently rendered speechless. At around 5:30 p.m., a cop car pulls up outside the estate, and you're ordered to get down from the roof. So what do you do next? And here's what we will determine. Instead of picking a number 1 or 2 to determine what you're going to do,
Yeah.
because the cops are here.
Oh,
They're ready.
You see
So-
how I guess you already get.
Alright.
I was wondering why I was
Okay,
getting paranoid. I was like,
Okay, but just... Alright, now,
What?
how we're going to do this is you have to pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6 to determine what's going to
2.
happen. Okay. 3 numbers between 1 through 6. So 2.
Isn't that what I said?
3 numbers between 1 through 6. You need to pick 3 numbers. you gotta pick. You really
3?
do. 2, 3, and...
4.
Okay. So, 2, 3, and 4 is what you picked. Now, the option to fight the cops, you would have had to pick 3, 5, or 2. You picked 3 and 2. Now, the option to sneak out of the house, sneak out and run, you get off the roof and sneak out, was 4, 6, and 1. You picked, one of your numbers was, 2 of your numbers was 2 and 3. So you're fighting them. You're going to fight the cops.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's
No,
what it
no,
says.
absolutely. Fight the power.
My dad's dead. You shout back at them, come get me. I don't give a fuck. Oh, and they do just that. As soon as you throw an empty jar of peppers at them, they proceed to apprehend your ass. They heard, here's what they heard. They heard there was a disturbance at your estate, and people were complaining about you antagonizing them. You will spend a night in the county jail, but thankfully your sister is willing to come pick you up. Luckily, you smoked all the weed, so they can't really nail you for possession. Reginald still won't talk about
That's a
it.
good night.
Reginald won't talk about
That's a
it.
good night. No, that's a misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor.
So there you go. And if you had chosen to sneak out, it says, it's surprising how long it took the cops to realize you snuck out and ran for it. You started out complicit, you seemed cooperative, but once you got off that roof and back into the house, you stealthily and hastily snuck out the back and ran for the bushes.
Yeah.
You decided it's best to lay low for a while. Now you smile, because for the first time it feels like your dear departed father is with you. He would have wanted you to get the fuck out of there.
Dude, it's a...
So there you go.
Yeah, man. That's fucking...
Wow. So that was 3. That was your destiny. 3 was your destiny. And that's how your story turned out. But do you want to know how this story would have went if you went with any of these other choices?
Yes.
Because this is a lot.
Let's see what...
This
see
is a
what
hell
we
of a
have.
fucking story, and it.
Man, you worked on it.
I
Let's
put
see
a
what-
lot of shit
I mean,
into this.
if you, I know you said you worked on it.
I'm very
so
happy about it too. I had a lot of fun.
You
Okay.
put the work in it. We gotta show it.
Now, if you decided to go with 1 and that was your destiny, and you decided to paint the whole inside of the house, okay, with reckless abandon, here's how things would end up. Here's how your day would end up. So 1. Currently in the throes of a drug haze, who arrives knocking at your door other than the family who hates you? Well, it's time to invite them into this imminent debauchery. Your mother is immediately met with shock and outrage at what she's witnessing before her eyes. You begin laughing at her and your brother. Your sister quietly stands behind them with a look of amusement and remorse. But do you tell them to get out, or do you suffer through their ridicule? So they show up. Okay. Now, You have to determine whether you tell him to get out or you bear through the judgment. So, pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6.
5.
Okay. 3 numbers between 1 through 6.
2 and 6.
Oh man, 2, 5, and 6. All 3 of them. You picked all 3 of them? That is bear through it. So you're going to bear through the ridicule. You didn't tell him to get out. So scary.
What? What's so
So
scary?
here's what...
What's so
Now that's
scary?
awful, to have to go through the ridicule.
What's so scary?
So here's what it said. No, families are awful. When they're nasty and they got a problem with you. Okay, so you decide to bear through it. You grit your teeth, but you silently listen as your own mother explains to you how you're a disgrace. Then you pick up her favorite vase and smash it to pieces on the floor before her feet. There, you done talking now? She huffs and puffs, then turns around and marches out the door, slamming it behind herself. Your brother tries to lay hands on you, but your sister interposes. She screams at him, ordering him to leave. That girl is the only one who actually liked your father and tolerated his unusual and oftentimes unbearable behavior. She leaves with your brother, but not before giving you a hug and your father's pocket watch. So, his sister's okay with you, but everybody else fucking hates you. And so that's that. Now, if you chose to tell them to get out, do you want to hear? Okay. No sooner does your mother begin asking you if you've lost your goddamn mind, and you tell her, it's my house, my rules, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. She begins lecturing you on how you have no respect for your father, so you tell her flat out, you never loved him anyway, so what the fuck are you even talking about? She storms out of your new house, and you feel like burning everything. When they get back in her car, you throw a rock at their vehicle and scream at them. Your sister stuck around, however, and that's okay. So yeah, she stuck around for you, but your brother and mom got the fuck out of Dodge. They left.
They left.
So that's it. Now,
Right.
that was one.
That was 1.
If you went with 2, if you went
What
with
happened
2,
with 2?
and you decided to go in the cellar and drink all the wine, and then you got a hold of the Jack Daniels, here's what happens.
Oh man, I don't want to know about Jack Daniels. It
Okay.
was so long ago.
All right,
but
but
still,
let-
that shit is so.
Okay.
I hate the name of it. God damn.
Here's what it says. And listen, you're now rocking a set of shades, but you've got the most wild and ravenous feeling running through your veins.
Oh, that's all the time.
You've decided to go to your friend's party this afternoon, but while you're there, you're quietly debating whether you should have just ignored this hooker you found as you were performing magic tricks. The only problem is, you do want one thing out of this day, and that is a blowjob. You're single, you've got nothing to lose, why not? At around the same time you decide to bounce,
My goodness.
you're suddenly transfixed. Watch. You're suddenly transfixed by the vision of a Native American lady. She is standing in the corner of the room, and you notice her staring at you, but you pretend not to see her. The truth is, you've had memories of living with that woman, and you're still in love with her. You haven't seen this ghostly apparition in about 4 months, but now, of all times and places, she arrives. Do you walk out without the hooker, or do you take her with you for a drive? This got strange. This got very strange. Mister, are you listening? Mister?
Yeah.
So you see this ghostly apparition of a Native American lady. You feel that you know her. You've had memories of living with her. You're in love with her.
Yeah.
But it's a sign. So you need to think. Are you going to leave this party with the hooker or without her? And you have to pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6. 3 numbers.
2,
Okay.
4, and 5.
2, 4, and 5. Now 4 and 5 outweigh the other option because 4, 5, and 6 is go for a drive. That means you're taking her. And 3, 2, and 1 is walk out alone. But yes, the 4 and 5 outweigh that option. So you're going for a drive, and here's what it says. And get ready. So you decide to see where this goes. What you find out 6 miles down the road is she will not stop talking. This chick won't even pump the brakes. There's not a single pause in sight between words. She is so friendly and energetic, and you can tell she's new to the gig. She's a hooker. First time hooker. Okay. So you put up with this.
I know someone like that.
You put up with this for about.
I know someone
okay,
like that.
well, you put up with this for about 5 minutes, as it's about to rain.
Okay, what?
So it's about to rain. Suddenly, a boundless thought possesses you that tells you this has to stop now. You think to yourself, if this chick lets one more word fly out of her mouth, you're going to plant her head right into that dashboard. Your heart is throbbing on account of all the wine and whiskey, but instead of doing anything rash, you calmly tell her, stop talking, as you pull over to the side of the road. Then you just stare her down with a deathly stare. It's the kind of stare that says, you better stop right now. She sees this and immediately shuts her mouth. You tell her flat out, men don't want to hear you talk, they want you to suck dick. You promptly open up your passenger side door, throw a wad of cash at her, and then tell her, get out. You say, I got a steak waiting back at the house. You tell her, get out. Yep. And you tell her, I got a steak waiting back at the house.
What kind of world are we living in?
So she gets out, thoroughly confused, and you drive off. You're insane. You're fucking crazy. So, that's it.
I love it.
Oh my
love
God.
it. That's exactly what I'd like to say.
And this is what, here's what happened. Now, this is why you really let her go. It takes a turn. You seem like a complete asshole for doing this. But the truth is, you didn't let her out because she was too talkative and annoying. Not at all. On the contrary, she reminded you of the woman who broke your heart. She reminded you of the woman who made you feel like a good person. And that's why you had to let her go. Damn. That is enough to make somebody angry. Yeah, when you see the person you love in that person's face and it's a stranger, yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about that?
It's terrible.
The whole thing. I
Why
put you in that scenario.
Why are you making me laugh?
No.
You make me say it's terrible and it's tragic,
It's
but
terrible.
why are you making me laugh about it?
Because it does have some dark humor in it. It does.
Oh, what?
So.
You making me Why are you laughing?
It is. It's
Why are we
awful.
laughing?
I don't know.
That's a terrible thing.
I know.
Why are we laughing?
It's bad. It's really
No
bad.
shit.
It is really bad. Okay. So do you think you could live with yourself and do that to somebody?
Yes.
You would do that. You could see yourself doing that.
No, I wouldn't have any problem with it.
Okay. Now, you said, what kind of world are we living in? What do you mean by that? You don't think you could do that to somebody? Okay. Alright. Now, if you decided to leave the party without the hooker, so you're just gonna go.
Now,
Okay?
now the hooker situation. Let me tell you.
Right.
What's her name?
Her name? We might as well say Destiny.
Destiny.
There you go.
Alright, so Destiny. All she wants.
All she wants.
If things got, and I'd be like, you know what? We're both in a situation.
Sure.
We got wild, and it's cold outside.
It's about to rain, sure.
I give her $100 and I pay for a cab. And we go home
Yeah,
together.
and not be a dick.
Like we,
Yeah.
but we ride together. But
Right.
not like we go into her house and mine. We just share a cab,
Sure.
drop her off, and then the cab takes me home.
Right.
And
That's
we
right.
work as a team.
Yeah, not be a dick.
We work as a team.
Alright.
But
Yeah.
I thank her for a great night.
Sure. Right.
Be a gentleman.
Right.
You know,
But
be
you
a
were
gentleman.
an asshole.
But you know, I used to do. I'm telling you, man. When I lived in New Jersey, I
Sure.
walked by the strip club every
Mhm.
night, and I was a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd be out there,
You
just
should be.
hanging
You
out,
should.
man. And like it's
Right.
like if you want to split the cab, it's not. It's,
Right.
It has nothing to do with sex or anything.
Right.
But it's a beautiful woman and you, and I'm like,
But you see,
we split a cab, you know.
here's what happened here. Because I put a lot of thought into this. Here's what happened here. The reason why you were so callous in this situation, you just wanted to get out of the car.
Oh shit, we in
is
deep now.
she reminded you of the person who broke your heart.
Did she?
That's what I just said. So-
you got
And so this is what but that's why. That's why you let her out, because it was you saw a reflection of the woman that you loved in her. And that's what got to you. That's why you were about to plant her head through that dashboard, because you didn't like it.
I sure was.
You didn't like this. No, you didn't like it. So you let her out. You were a dick, but there you go. So if you decided to walk out of that party without the hooker, you just decided to go alone, here is the alternative. Getting the feeling that you better leave now, you take that vision of the Native American lady as a sign that it's time to go, or else. No sooner do you depart from your friend's party, and 30 minutes later, you receive a call that your friend has been murdered over a bad game of poker. You go back home to Reginald after breaking down at the side of the road. No, not your car. You broke down. So that's awful. I mean, there you go. But you didn't pick any of those things. You didn't pick any of. So here we go. That is it. Now, you didn't pick one. You didn't pick two. That's what would have happened if you picked two. You picked three. Now we're at the last one, 4.
Oh shit.
4 is the one where you're wandering through your estate and your sister calls you up and asks you if you want to join her at the water park.
Now that
So there
sounds
you go.
like, oh man.
So here you go.
I wish I visualized that right off the bat. You know how we used to love
Oh, man.
water parks.
So
I would love a water park, man.
here's what it says.
Oh,
So
I
that's
love,
4.
you know water parks probably don't even exist anymore.
I
You think water parks?
I don't even know. I mean,
I bet
since
you-
the
you
pandemic,
know,
who
since-
knows?
Do they? There's no way.
I guarantee you they probably shut down. I mean, since the pandemic.
Oh man, dude, water
So
parks.
here is
Oh, if there was a hot water, man, they were dangerous.
right.
But man,
Here's the water park.
that was some of the best times of my life.
So
Mm.
why the water park, you ask yourself? Then you start laughing because it's about to rain anyway. Besides,
We do
once
slip and slides and we put the dish, you like the dish liquid
right,
on the plastic so you go super fast.
once you get on one of the rides, because you're on a ride actually. Once you get on one of the rides, for some reason you begin throwing up all over the person seated in front of you. Your sister looks disturbed, but she's the only one who seems to want to help you. So now you have to leave. When you two get to the car, you tell her you're in the mood for pizza. She is thoroughly confused by you, yet at the same time feels compelled to do whatever you ask. So do you decide to be selfish, or do you offer to buy her sushi in exchange for buying you pizza? So you have a decision to make here, and you have to pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6 to determine what you do.
4, 5, and 2.
Oh, Jesus, all 3 of them. All 3 of them were be a glutton. The other one was 3, 6, and 1, and that was buy the sushi for her. So, goddamn, you got all 3 numbers. You're going to be a selfish glutton right now. So, let's see what happens. Gee whiz. Here's what it says. If one thing came out of this experience, it's a new view on life. After your sister drove you to the pizza parlor, got you everything you wanted, you fussed about her taking too much time talking to her boyfriend. You're doing the same thing your father did to your mother. He wanted nothing but her attention, and everyone else came last. This is precisely why she left him. The sad thing about it all is your sister apologized for wasting your time. Now you feel like a huge asshole. Damn. So, wow. But then, okay, but if you had picked the other option and you decided to be, don't look at Tobias, and you decided to buy the sushi for her, here's the other option. It says, you now find yourself seated at the local sushi bar, and you insist on paying for whatever she wants, the sushi, the drinks, the chicken, everything. Simply because, as you tell her when you're 3 drinks in, you're the only one who likes me. Which sends her into transports of emotion. Your sister starts crying, and that's when you say to yourself, could this day get any worse? For fuck's sake, why is she crying? You're probably right. She probably is the only one who likes you, because you're intolerable, but you still have a heart. You still have a heart, because you bought her the sushi. But you went with the worst option. You decided to be a little glutton. I love it. I love it. And that's it.
You know, what can I do?
And that's
What
it.
the fuck? What the fuck? I'm out here in
love
these
it.
streets. Look,
I
these
love
guys trying to
it.
shoot a porno. You know what I'm gonna do for you guys?
Tobias.
You know what I'm gonna do for you guys? You know what I might do for you guys?
Yeah.
Try a little put a little piano piece on it.
That sounds lovely. Very nice. Very
Are
nice.
you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Fuck it. I might not even want to.
Why? Why?
I'm in a whirlwind.
Why? David Graham?
Yeah, fuck your mother. Your father too.
Are you gonna be dramatic? What are you doing? What are you doing there?
What?
Where are you?
What?
We want to see your face. We want to see your face. Yeah. All right.
Bye, bitches.
Tune in next week. Bye, bitches.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.
What else?
Bye.